Hello everyone, how are you today? I am pineconesushi and I want to welcome you to my channel. Today we are going to be making new pieces for my keychains, new segments, and in the past few videos I have asked you guys, like, do you guys know what I'm trying to spell out? Because I was prepping by sorting out all my little letters here. Okay, so these letters are from previous packages I've purchased and mostly they're from the dollar store, and I had to pick out every single letter that I needed from those from my previous projects. But now that I'm starting a new one, I just did everything all over again. So let's get to it. I'm going to explain a few things while I'm doing this. Okay, if you are new to the channel and you haven't seen what I've been making so far, I guess this is your opportunity to see what I'm trying to spell. So I do have an A, I have an I have R's, which I don't have a lot of because I have used quite a bit of it when I was spelling it Toronto in the previous videos. Okay, and then I have M, and I have G. Alright, so these are my letters here, and this is my little trusty sushi pen. Okay, so A, I, R, N, G. When you combine them together, they do spell something different all on their own, but I am trying to spell ARIRANG. And what's ARIRANG for? It's the BTS World Tour, and it is coming to Toronto, so I'm super excited. So that is why I am making these little keychains. Okay, and this is what I made previously. So I made Toronto, and I'm going to be making different segments and attaching them together using eye pins. And this is an eye pin. Don't know if you can see that from my hand. There we go. There we go. So these eye pins, this length here is 70 millimeters. So I'm just going to switch hands here. There we go. So I used this to make this. And basically I did that because this one here is 70 millimeters. It's actually long enough to accommodate at least 7 to 8 letters, and I just at least needed up to 7 letters. This is stainless steel, it is bendable. You guys can make your own eye pins if you're making longer segments or shorter segments, but for me, I decided to purchase some bulk and purchase hopefully enough to spell what I wanted to write. So for today's video, I will be spelling out ARIRANG, and I hope I'm saying that properly, but I know I am just as excited as a lot of people right now who have also purchased tickets for BTS's world tour, and I hope that you are all having fun, like coming up with ideas on what to make for each other. And again, making fan gifts for other fans is something fun that we can all do. You don't have to do it, but you know, fans like to share. We like to share the experience that we're having with other people, and with that experience, like, it's just a memory that we are making all together with a common love that we have, and we all love BTS. um, so for me, I decided I wanted to make keychains because I wanted something that people could wear, like have on their keys or even on their bags. I did think about making bracelets, but I guess you could say I had trauma from making rings. When I went to the last Stray Kids concert, the Dominate tour in Canada, and it wasn't traumatic in a way where I was traumatized by an event. I think I was just traumatized by how hard it was for me to bead rings for people or for fans. And even though it was a little bit hard to do, I still had fun doing it. But again, it was just a little harder to do because I had to use needles, I had to string the thread, I had to tie off the thread, I had to glue the thread. So I'm hoping that by doing this, at least, by making these keychains, people can put them on their bags and they can wear them. And even after the concert, people will still be able to enjoy or have fun memories when they see keychains like this and other keychains, bracelets, rings, anything, brooches that other fans have prepared for the concert to share with other fans. So I'm just gonna let me just put this down for a second. I will show you what I made last year when I went to the Stray Kids Dominate concert. So last year I made these cute little rings for Stray Kids when I went to the Stray Kids concert. And these are, one of these was my prototype. I think this one was my prototype. And this one, I just loved the look of this one, so I made an extra more. So the meaning of this is a little bit more construed other than the SKZ for the Stray Kids. Basically, so these are actually called seed beads, and they come in various colors, and these are like the larger type of seed beads that I used for this little project here. Basically, I have a solid 8 colors for each member, 2 clear for 20, okay, and then these 3 colored beads here, if you add them all up, it makes 5. So Stray Kids 2025. So this is just what I made. They are really cute. They just go on like that. And I think this one was one of my bigger ones. There we go. That's what I made for Stray Kids for last year. I made one for my friend as well. She ended up putting them on her keychain with her keys, like her house keys. So that's just something you guys can think about if you are making some fan swag. But for me this year, I am making keychains. Okay, guys. So I know I have my little pointer here. I'm gonna just move that to the side. This is my little Toronto that I have here. I'm also going to put that on the side because now I'm going to have a few more letters to do. So let's see, what can we do here? Can I fit 2 here? Almost. Okay. Close enough. Okay. So for this, here's my little guy here that we've kind of finished here. I got all my letters, and now to make it pretty. So I have these cool, super cool beads here, and I chose these because they are very similar to the ARIRANG album. Okay, as you can see, I don't have a lot, but I do have a lot of other beads, and I do plan on using these beads on other things other than just the letters. So this is just some beads that I just picked out. These were part of the order that I was expecting, and I'm so excited they have finally come. I do have other colors, so let's get to it. There we go. You guys remember these? So this is just a selection of random beads and bows. Okay. And then you guys remember these from my pink things and pink jar sorting. Okay, so there we go, we have that. So now I have all of my colors. Now I have everything. Something else I want to show you guys, I go through this in all my videos when I'm doing the beading, is the tools that you may need. So these here, these are needle nose pliers, and basically they have flat on the inside here, so they're just like your regular pliers. I'm pretty sure you might have one in your toolbox or parent might have one in a toolbox. And there we go. You can see there's ridging on, it's flat on the inside, and there's ridging at the front here, flat here, and then in the middle here. So I'm going to use the tail to point. So in the middle here, okay. This you can use to cut wire if you need to, okay. So a lot of people, these are just your basic versatile pliers that you can use for almost everything, even if you're fixing, I don't know, if you're screwing in a nut in a chair. If you're not supposed to do that, I do that, but please don't follow my advice on that. So, anyways, these are just regular needle nose pliers. Okay. The other pliers that I am using for today, they are these guys here. Da, 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 da. All right, this I found out recently is called a round nose plier. Okay, so this is referred to as round nose pliers, and basically the reason why they're called that is because this grip here, well, which has ridges all along it to help you grasp your items, they have ridges, but it's also like in a conical shape. Okay, and this is what makes it easy for you to like twist things when you are doing your beading or jewelry or working with wire. So this guy is actually very handy and very easy use. I'm sorry for the rust. I have not used these in a very long time. I probably will look on YouTube on how to clean these. Okay, but these are pretty basic. I think you can get a set of 3 jewelry pliers. So one has a clamp, needle nose, and the round nose pliers. I think around like $10 or something on Amazon. I'm not sure, but these are like the mini sizes. Okay, guys, these are not the heavy duty ones you get from Home Depot. But I'm pretty sure if you go to Walmart, Michael's, or Amazon, like any of those places, or wherever you go get your crafting supplies, you can definitely get that. I am not paid by any of those companies. I'm just telling you guys where I found these. Okay. All right, so let's get back to it. So I've already spelt out ARIRANG, and now just to make it a little bit pretty on the end here. So I think I kind of want to make a bow. Oh. So this is a bow right here, and I can just put it right up. I don't know if you get, oh, there you go. I can put it right up just to see how it's going to look, okay? And I want to make sure that there's enough spacing right here for me to make an eye. So the thing about this particular bow is that it may have a larger than usual hole, so I want to make sure this doesn't fall off in time. So I'm going to just slip that in there. Okay, I do have some spacer beads as well, so I'm just going to grab one of my spacer beads, and I'm just going to show you guys really quick. It's on the side here. These are my spacer beads. Ooh, silver and gold. Okay, and I'm just gonna, there you go. You see the hole is much smaller. I'm just gonna slip that in there, just like that. And now I have at least a centimeter left. Gonna grab my needle nose pliers. Okay, so this is how you finish off an eye pin. Bend it like that. Okay. And I usually use 1 to 2 millimeters between my plier and the last bead, just to make sure it has enough space to bend over. Then I'm gonna take my round nose. I'm gonna grasp with the end of this wire here in my hand, and then slowly and gently I'm going to twist it towards me. Okay, and I'm going to follow the natural curve of the round nose pliers to make my eye. Okay, and there we go. That is a perfect eye that I have made. I'm gonna toot my own horn there. There we go. Okay, and now if I want to, I can hook something on the end here. And where's my other one? Okay, so my Toronto. So if I wanted to, guys, basically the idea is if I want to attach these two together, I would connect these two eye parts, and they would kind of dangle like that. Okay, so here we go. And the reason why I'm doing a bow with this ARIRANG here, I don't have a lot of bows, but I just wanted the ARIRANG to be just a little bit more special, because it is ARIRANG. Okay, but it also makes this a little bit more fun, so I like this. So let's keep going. I'm gonna put that on the side there, and let's do the next one here. Let's see here. Okay, so I know I haven't explained this yet. Sometimes you have beads that have larger holes in them. So one example is these square letters I have here. They do have larger than usual holes in them. There we go. In comparison to, let's see if I can grab a white one. There we go. There we go. You can see the size difference in that hole, guys. So basically what has been happening is, I didn't realize this until later, but the holes for this particular letter here, you're going to come into that problem. And what happens is that after threading your eye pin through, you actually have this problem where it just goes right through, which is not what you want, especially when you're making pretty little crafts like these. So what I do suggest is you take a smaller bead. In this case, let's do a clear one, frosty one. Okay, you're gonna just put it in through like that. Okay, and then we're gonna start with our green A here, and just like that, it stops it from going through, and that's because the hole for this bead here is a lot smaller and can be caught by the eye of the eye ring there. Okay, I don't know, there we go. So then it just stops right there. Okay, so that is one way to stop large beads from running through your creations, so that your creations do not get lost, which is a good thing. And it makes it pretty too. I used white in this case. You can use any color you want. Oh. Ari. Oh, do I not have any green ends? Uh-oh. Right. So, guys, if I do this, will someone complain? I'm so scared to do that. I'll use a yellow one. There we go. My ARIRANG. Do you guys see it? No? Okay. So, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to do this once more. There we go. There we go. And again, you just want to, I only do it on the close to the tip because I want the eye hole to be small. If you want to make bigger holes, you can gently clamp it down here and twist. But because I want it to be smaller, it's roughly around here. And then I just turn it towards myself. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna use this pretty bead here because I couldn't stop raving about it, and now I'm not even using it. So, here we go. I have a red bead. Okay, so you guys can see it. I am finding it a little short here, so I am gonna change this white bead out for one of my spacers. Let's do silver for this one. There you go, and I think that's enough now. Okay. And there we go. That's the last one for today. It's pretty, isn't it? I love it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today for spelling Ari wrong. And there we go. Now I have Toronto and Ari wrong. So let's continue doing this. I need 110, guys. Let's hope I have enough letters to make everything. As you can see, I am running out of R's. So eventually I will be switching over to the letters that I had purchased recently. Okay, thank you very much, guys. Thank you for joining today on this crafting day. I do appreciate it. I will be making a few more, but thank you very much. Have a great day. Please like and subscribe, and see you next time. Bye.